It's Mary Jane Sharratt here, EFT trainer, and I'm here for a very short video today to show you the emotional freedom technique tapping points. So when you begin tapping, we generally start on this part of the hand, the fleshy side, on the little finger side of the hand. And while we're tapping on this point, we're tuning in to the problem. So we're thinking about what's wrong. We might be speaking a statement out loud, in particular, if you're working with a practitioner or if you are a practitioner. This is where we formulate what's known as the setup statement. So we state what the issue is and some form of acceptance. But if you're feeling really stressed, really upset, really angry, any strong emotion, you don't need a setup statement. Just tap and tune in to how you're feeling. You don't need to tap especially hard, just gently tapping with the tips of the fingers of the other hand. Then we move to the top of the head and we really go right onto the crown of the head here. And tapping on the inside of the eyebrow. So here is the point, okay? You can use one finger, you can use two. Some people tap both sides at the same time. That's absolutely fine. Tapping on the outside of the eyes, so right on the brow bone, on the side of the eye. Under the eye, so if you were to draw a line down from the pupil of your eye, it would be immediately below, so on the cheekbone here, and then below the nose. And you can change hands as I just did, that's absolutely fine. Below the nose here, on the chin, middle of the chin. And the only point that's a little bit tricky, and it's really not very tricky, is the collarbone, which is our next point. So center line of your chest, move out about 4 centimeters, 2 inches, more or less. Find your collarbone and just underneath there. Okay, a lot of people use 2 hands for this point, or use 1 hand but tap on both sides. So I'm using my thumb and my middle finger here. With children, you can get them to do some thumps. And then we move to under the arm. So this is where your bra strap is, if you wear a bra. And you can either tap under the opposite arm, you can tap under both at the same time if that's comfortable. You can tap like this. If any of these are uncomfortable, just miss out that point. It really is not a problem. Okay. Now I move on next, not everybody includes this point, to across the wrist. Okay, so there are a lot of points in the hands. So by tapping across the inside of the wrist where the veins are, this is really powerful. You can use your middle finger as I am, first 2 fingers, fingertips, whatever's the most comfortable and easiest. Obviously, you don't need to hold your hand in the air as I am. That's just to show you. The next points are next to the nail bed of each finger and the thumb. So we start on the thumb, and you can either hold on one side, tap on the other like that, tap on both, just tap on one. None of those matter. So we're just next to the nail bed. Then we just move through all the fingers in turn. And we finish, sometimes, we don't always use this point, but it's a good one to know. It's called the 9 Gamut point. So back of your hand, between your ring finger and little finger, just follow the groove between those fingers. And it's a point about there. Okay, you'll probably find there's a natural dip on your hand, but that's a useful point to know as well. So those are the emotional freedom technique tapping points as I use them and I teach them. And some people use slightly different points or in a slightly different order, and that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to share with you how I work. Thank you so much for watching.